would like you to know, this is section 2, this is near Priyadarshini Park. So we have these groups coming from various sections in Municipal Commissioner's office or talking to experts where they are being addressed. Stoop consultant has been invited basically to address issues directly, where consultants are actually going and meeting the people who are actually sent in objections in writing as to what to do at what place, okay? But I cannot at the moment share all those concerns with you now because I'm not allowed to do so. 5 minutes? Okay. So I think this is what has been done. The consultant feels that these areas that are being created while doing the coastal road will create opportunities of various facilities of open spaces and public utilities that are falling short of in the city. So each area has a master plan activity where whenever you do this, instead of not having it or instead of it becoming a problem, let us try to give you this. And this is basically an approach that has been taken, that the city, which otherwise is deprived of certain facilities like this, gets these areas while coastal roads are being done. Next, just go ahead. Now this is the Haji Ali. I think this was also being discussed where an additional area has been created, an additional PCU has been worked out. The levels are changing, but I think at the moment, while the matter is being discussed, I cannot say that this is how it is going to be, right? Now, I am not in a position to tell you that finally this is what is going to come out of it. This is the stage up to which it has come up to for discussion. What will happen after this is yet to come, all right? And therefore, I think it is important for you to know that it has come to this stage. And if there is anything that you wish as landscape architects to contribute towards coastal road, for, against, you are free to do so, right? And the bridge, the biggest problem was how will we see Haji Ali from the road through the flyover, okay? And so if you look at the section here, can you go ahead? So this typical section has been created at this place near Haji Ali, where you basically understand the levels and what filling has been done in order to get people right up to the coast so that they get clear view of Haji Ali, right? So I think I'm going to basically let you know one fact for sure, that when it comes to head of an institution, for an infrastructure project, the chief responsibility is to see that the project does not cause visual pollution. It has aesthetic sensibilities. All the major needs of the citizens are taken care of if they decide to do it. And if any issue is involved where the matter is not addressed, as regards to resettlement or any, the World Bank, which is funding this project, will not give you money. So everything is part and parcel of any project. So the only issue here is that things, if they happen the right way. And if there is any concern that the citizen is required to bring in, it has to be addressed, okay? Okay, next, can I go in? Because we have to have a tea break. I have got 3 minutes left. So, you want me to continue? Are you okay? Are you with me with it? Or can I continue? Full attention? So, this is what I think Shweta and Hussain have done a good study where they have actually, but my idea was to show you section of these areas and to show you how these ideas have been propounded by the consultant appointed by the MCGM for discussion to go ahead, okay? Now, I don't think the Mughal garden will come there, but this is what can come, all right? I'm sorry about that, but I just want to tell you that something like that can come up, okay? All right. Otherwise, you will say you showed us that and it has not come up. Whatever. Next. All right, so I think this is what it has come up to near Kandivali. Some changes have already taken place, some changes might take place, but I'm not sure when. This is near the masjid. As you go towards the bay, Mahim Bay, and as you go towards Kandivali, all the changes that you will get to see are being planned, but at no moment of the time it is affecting any population, any slum. A slum has also been taken care of if they have come on the coast. Yeah? Because who will rehabilitate them? Because the cost will come on the coastal road. So I think it is very important to see that these landfill roads and landfill areas that are being done, or some reclamation that is being done for an infrastructure project, if it is doing some contribution to the city to improve its traffic circulation, it's worth it. This is what I feel. Next. Okay, so my time is up, so I have to wrap up. Okay, so can we just go ahead? So every point that I'm talking about is showing these areas and the length at which you will, landscape architects will get 91 hectares to design, I guess. And they can come up with ideas on these places. I guess so, if it happens, yeah. And I think Shweta said that we have fort and we have historical areas. Hussain was very clear that it is being neglected. So I think a conservation architect will be appointed to look into it, that this project does not affect the archaeological site in some way. And then the proposal will be made and shown to everybody, including Darrell de Monte and Bandra First Community. And they will be told that this is the way we are going to do it. So I just want you to understand that let us not come to a situation where we basically try to oppose it without trying to understand what best can we make out of it. And I think ESNA would be the best way to basically look into it. All right, now this is again in front of the Juhu beach, the tunnel, because earlier the tunnel was going below the Juhu airport, and the tunnels were creating a lot of problem to Nana Nani Park and all the open spaces ahead. They are still being addressed as a problem. I hope some solution comes out of it. I neither support it, neither oppose it. I basically want to see what best is the outcome based on discussion and what is best for the city as a citizen, that it benefits all, right? Next, this is where, oh, sorry, okay. So this is how it ends at Kandivali, sorry. It's okay. Oh, all right. So there is this Ritambara College ahead of 7 bungalows, from where the issue is basically going to bring the road at a higher level, affect some mangroves for sure, right? But at any moment of the time, it will not cause flooding, okay? Flooding is something which is happening in the city of Bombay for years together because of bad maintenance of the local government. It is not because of any other infrastructure project. It's just that every year there are certain spots in the city, it gets flooded because they just don't care to take care to see that things should be improved. Simple. So any infrastructure project that has come up cannot cause flooding suddenly, right? The city has been going through the problems of floods, which is not being addressed, and that should be taken as a separate project altogether. But because of this project, the residents of this zone would have problems and the flooding would cause problem to them. Then if it does, then something should be done about it, and it should be seen that it does not happen, that's all. The idea is what better methods of technology can be used to see that development coexists with people, coexists with environmental protection. Let us celebrate the city's diversity, because it has always celebrated the coexistence of its growth and development over the period of time. Next. So I don't have time, otherwise I would have explained you all the levels here, where how it changes from wall to wall and how it does not cause flooding, right? But the level has come to this case where I basically would wait to see whether it is finalized this way or not. Right? My opportunity to be with you was basically to share that the Coastal Road project has come to this level, this stage, and at any moment of the time, if you feel that you can, as landscape architect, contribute in a much better way, please feel free to write to the municipal commissioner, who also happens to be a civil engineer from IIT BHU, and will be very happy to receive it. Any project, any infrastructure project that comes up in any city now cannot come up unless it consists of a committee of experts of various fields. So it is these committee of experts who are part of this field, if allow you to do something like this, then they only need to be sensitized, they only need to be addressed through your messages and through your concerns. And this is what I feel will help every city grow up, because we are now growing economy. We should spend as much as possible time thinking how we can grow up. With all respect to Jane Jacobs, The Life and Death of American Cities, I would also like to say that cities should not grow old, it should also grow up. And cities are actually futures of economies and faith, because they offer you opportunities. That is why people from Mumbai are not going out to any other city. That is why people from Mumbai are not going to even MMR, okay? I would like to tell you that. The opportunity that the city enjoys to give to people is what is keeping people back here. Unless we reduce the opportunities, we have to deal with densities. We have to find out what is best for all of us to grow up in this city and make this a wonderful place to enjoy and stay in. Thank you very much.